Hey guys, so I'm not even gonna pretend that, this is like live or, like as recent as possible. I'm literally filming back to back, so I'm not even gonna pretend. I've just been, I listen, I have all the adrenaline in the world, and so I'm just recording left, right, and center, right? And I hope you appreciate that. Today, I have read your comments, and guess what? I'm gonna do just as you've asked. Several people in my comments for my last vlog, my last Sunday vlog, my last Sunday video. The last Sunday video I did was cost of living in Colombia, in Medellin. And so many people are like, oh my God, I'm gonna move here. I wanna move here. Tell me the cons before I move here. Guess what I'm gonna do today? I am gonna give you the cons, because yes, there are cons. I just don't talk about them because that's not my personality type. I don't dwell on the negative things. I don't dwell on the bad things around me. I just bask in the glory of the good things. But because it's important for you to know all the things, I'm gonna share some cons with you about living in Medellin. By the way, somebody said that I'm saying Medellin wrong. It's actually not wrong. This is how they pronounce it here. It's really, and it's dependent on where you are in, which Spanish country you are in. For example, some Spanish countries will say Medellin, but here it's very like Jean, if that makes sense. But yeah, anyway, so first con is, or the first thing that you need to know before you decide you're gonna come and move here, is that yes, it's a lot safer than Jamaica, but it's not 100% safe. There is a lot of petty crime here. For example, pickpocketing is like, if you come here, you'll notice that the locals with their backpack, they wear their backpacks on their front. It's because pickpocketing is so bad here. I have a friend actually who, she went to a party. Sorry, she went out with some people to a party, go bar hopping. She was literally with a group of people, and she had her phone in her pocket right here. She had it over her thing over it. She never felt a thing. Nobody saw anybody come in the middle of the group while they were walking. She just realized that the phone was gone. They are very good at it. Okay, another thing was, I almost got robbed of my phone. What happened was, I was walking with my friends, and this guy just came very close to me. But I'm Jamaican, duh, I'm a Jamaican princess. Hello sir, I know all the tricks and the trades. So when I saw the guy coming like in my space, he's going in the opposite direction, walking in the opposite direction, but when I saw the guy coming in my space, I knew to hold everything valuable close to me. And so the guy behind me, I think it was Leroy actually, Leroy in my last vlog, he was like, hey man, because the guy was trying to pick his pocket now. Leroy's like, hey man, or I forget the American accent, but yeah. So that's very bad here. And I will say, in the interest of being fair, I did do some research on crime here, and I came across an article. Apparently there was a bomb in Bogota like a year or two ago. I'm not trying to scare you, but this is the information. So yeah, the second thing you need to know before you move here is that, listen, if you don't speak Spanish, a lick of Spanish, you're not going to be very comfortable here, because it is, when I tell you it's a Spanish place, it's a Spanish place. It's not like Jamaica where, the primary language is English, yes, but, if you only can talk patois, you're going to find whole lot of people who can talk patois or vice versa. No. The only people you find here who speak English really on a large scale are other tourists. Majority of Paisa people, Medellin people, they speak Spanish. So if you don't speak any Spanish, it's gonna be very uncomfortable for you here. Next thing is the cost of accommodation. I covered that in the cost of living video, so you can hop over to that video to watch it. But more or less, it's not, if you wanna live somewhere with like very good amenities and decent structure and whatever, it's gonna cost you a pretty penny. Next thing is very easy to blow your money. Yes, the cost of living is relatively cheap, but it's very easy to blow your money because everything is just so good here. I know it sounds weird, but you just have to trust me on this. I'm not the first person to say this. Like my friends say it all the time too. Everything is just so good here that before you know it, you've blown through 100,000 pesos in a day, and you don't even know, you don't even realize until you stop to think about it. For example, you go out for a walk, and the fruit stand is right there, and the fruit looks so fresh and good and whatever, and it's so cheap. So you get some, and then you go down and you see this cute little coffee shop. You haven't had any coffee all day, you're gonna get some coffee, and it's so cute and whatever. You're gonna get one macaroon because it's so cute and whatever, and then you're gonna go to lunch, and then you're gonna go see your friends after. The Ubers in between. It's very easy to blow your money, especially if you are in El Poblado. That will happen and you're just like, what the hell? El Poblado will have you sitting down, going through your bank statement, trying to find the error when there's no error. It was you all along. I'm telling you. All right, so the next thing now is the environment. If you're bougie or you're coming here as a bougie person, you're not gonna enjoy yourself really. It's not a bougie place. It's a very cool, chill, rustic type of place. It's just down to earth vibes, you know. Don't come here talking about you're gonna wear your Gucci and you're gonna wear your red bottoms and all that. First of all, it rains all the time anyway, so I don't know where you're gonna go in your red bottoms. Don't come here talking about oh, I don't want to get my hair wet. It rains all the time, and if your hair is gonna get frizzy. What else? The parties are not like in Jamaica where, you know, you have the cabanas and you go looking all like that, and you just hang out and you lord over the peasants down below. No, like, it's very reggaeton and dancey and vibesy. It's very like that. So if you're like what I just described, you're not gonna have fun here. But I know this is a cons video, but I mean, I love it here so much I have to put in a little pro. If you are like me, I'm very like chill, and I actually like to dance, and I like doing things like this, and I love reggaeton, and I mean, I walk everywhere. I don't own one pair of red bottoms. If you're like me, you'll have fun here. Something I should tell you is that as it relates to the environment too, the place is very hilly, very hilly. So if you're now in a shape, you're gonna spend a whole lot of money on Uber because the place well hilly. You understand what I mean? Hilly. Where we have in Jamaica, I go mountain spring, go exercise at morning time. That's life here. Okay. The next thing that is, this is minor, but everywhere I've stayed, literally everywhere I've stayed in Medellin, the walls are so thin. I'm pretty sure people next door are hearing me record my videos every day, but the walls are so thin. I'll be laying in bed here and I'm not even sure if somebody's trying to open my door because the walls are so thin. It's actually somebody opening their door next door or something, and it's so thin that I'm thinking it's my door. It was the same thing when I stayed in the hotel. I stayed at Wyndham, I think, yeah, Wyndham, close to El Poblado, and it was the same thing. Like, the walls are so thin. So I'm starting to think it's everywhere here, because it was also in the other Airbnb I stayed at and the other Airbnb I stayed at. Listen, so you're saying that you wanna come here, but listen, if you don't work remotely, do not even try. Why? I mean, you need a work visa to work here, but even if you can work here, the wages are not very high anyway. So if you don't work remotely already, like, you know, for example, if you're attached to a company, if the company doesn't allow you to work wherever you want in the world, don't come here. If you're not an entrepreneur who can work, like for example, I can do my coaching class from anywhere. I can run my businesses from anywhere. If you have businesses like mine, then yes, you can come. But if you're planning to come here and just like wing it for money, don't do that. Did you hear that? That's literally like down the hall, not even right next door. So anyway, don't come here and try to wing it. All right? Traffic is very bad. Traffic is bad. It's like, you remember when before the toll booth was on, you know, between Kingston and Portmore, how the traffic used to be to go home? That's how the traffic is here. It's pretty bad. I mean, it doesn't affect me that much because I walk everywhere, but when I do have to drive, I get so annoyed and miserable because the traffic really is bad, and then the pollution is bad because the cars, I don't know about cars, but the exhaust, whatever it's called, yeah, there's a lot of that. And then as it relates to clubbing and partying, it's like in Spanish. If you were the kind of person where, first of all, if you're coming to expect English music, you're not gonna find that here. I mean, you probably find it in like 1 or 2 clubs. They probably play 1 or 2 English songs. Note I said songs, not segments. You'll hear people like It's like imagine you're home and you hear the latest popcorn, you have a reel up and go on. Same thing here, the latest Maluma plan, people are reel up and go on, and you probably just stand there not even understanding what's happening. The only reason why I understand what's happening is because I was obsessed with Maluma before I came, long before I came here. Ask my OG Instagram family. Me did that sing off the wall and Maluma sang them in a Spanish from before me to even come here. So when I came here, I mean I heard all of this, I was able to, you know. So if you're not comfortable with that, I mean it's a lot of reggaeton. In fact, I'm gonna say only reggaeton. It's like reggaeton. It's very like go Google YouTube reggaeton. It's nice. I personally love it. I mean it's a con video, but I personally love it. I say it's a con though because majority of my English speaking friends, except Joey loves reggaeton too. Majority of my English speaking friends don't like reggaeton because you have to do a lot of like kind of distance, and they don't do that kind of dance. So yeah. Okay, so this next point is going to be a pro for men and a con for women. If you are coming here as a tourist, as a male tourist, it's gonna be, your dating is gonna be late. It's gonna be bomb. You go find one Ulpa woman, one Ulpa Colombian woman, them not hard to find, and they are gorgeous. Okay, so it's not gonna be hard for you to find out. You're gonna come jump on Tinder, you'll find a whole heap of them. You don't have to go on Tinder. Just go down the road and talk English. They will flock to you. You'll be fine. As a woman, listen, don't come here if you are trying to find a man. Don't come here if you're trying to find a man. Just if your heart is broken and you just want to dance with some sexy man and you want with some sexy man, then you can come. But if you're trying to find a serious relationship, don't bother come. Why? Well, the other tourists, the other male tourists, why are they gonna even look at you when you're gonna want some long-term ass relationship? The men who come here don't want a long-term ass relationship. They just want a, you know. So they're not gonna look at you. They're gonna look at the other women who just, you know, first of all, they're local. The tourists are not. So it's from the bat, like an understanding that it's not gonna be some long-term nothing. So that's what tends to happen typically. So it's gonna be hard for you to date properly. I mean, like, it's gonna be very, if you're looking for a relationship, girl, don't come here. Probably go US or somewhere, Midwest, somewhere in US. Actually, my friend Doug, you guys remember Doug from my vlog? He sat me down when I said Doug, I'm gonna move to Colombia. Doug is very traditional. So Doug sat me down. I kid you not. Doug carried me to a restaurant and bear things. And Doug sat me down and Doug got me a beer. And Doug was like, so Anna. And he started with like, as I said, he's very traditional. He's like, don't you want to get married soon? And da-da-da. Do you think, you know, given the fact that you need to get married soon, this is the best place to come? You're not gonna find a husband here. And he nailed on all the points I just nailed down to you. He's like, you should come to the Midwest because, you know, that you are gorgeous and they will love you and they want to settle down now and they're good boys. I know they're good boys. So I'm just telling you what Doug said. If you want to find a good boy to settle down with, go to Midwest, okay? This a girl here. I don't want no man. I'm just here like for the vibes, okay? For the vibes. The last two things I'm going to say really quickly. I really don't want a video to get too long. But, I mean, I have so much. Guys, can you tell I'm so happy? Anyway, so the last thing, well, the penultimate thing is that the cost of living is relatively cheap here, but some things you'll find are expensive because they have to import them. So for example, skincare stuff are hella expensive. Good quality jeans, hella expensive. Just, I mean, I've experienced them. Like, I'm not gonna even lie to you. You know, if I want one bad look at CeraVe from the acne one, you know, so my face a break out. You think say my face a break out just because? No, I become CeraVe thing done, and every time I go to the mall, I walk past the CeraVe thing like, should I really? I cannot bring myself to pay that for it when I pay X amount for it in Jamaica. So it's like, it's expensive, guys. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. So yeah, that's a con for me, a pretty big con for me too. And the last thing is just the cost to get back to Jamaica. If you live here and you need to get back to Jamaica quickly because of an emergency, for example, if you don't got some money, don't come here. Because guys, the tickets, I went through this in the last video, the tickets aren't cheap. And even if you look at a one-way ticket, which I find it so odd, even a one-way ticket is so expensive. I mean, and you're gonna waste your money anyway, because to come here, to come into the country, you have to have an exit ticket, which I have a little strategy for you, which this is my strategy. Joey actually taught me this. But I'm not going to talk about that strategy in this video. Point is, it's going to be expensive to get back to Jamaica relatively quickly. That's a pretty big con for me. Like, you just put on 100 grand, you know, as emergency flight money. I mean, I prefer to spend 100 grand like surviving for the month. But yeah. So these are the things that you should bear in mind. I mean, in a nutshell, if you're looking for like a husband, or you're looking to be bougie, or you're looking to just live cheap, full stop, and you're looking to, you know, for sunshine and beaches, that's another thing, there are no beaches here. If you're looking for sunshine and beaches, I mean, I could show you outside now. It's been raining all day. It's just not raining now. It's been raining all day. It usually rains every day. It's very foggy usually. I mean, so if you don't like those things, if you don't like reggaeton, or if you need to hear some going money there, you know which song I'm gonna sing. You're not gonna hear none of that here at all. So even something as simple as church, like if you're a Christian and you want to go to church, if you don't speak English, if you don't speak Spanish, don't bother. I stumbled upon a church on Sunday. The whole thing is in Spanish, which I don't know what I expected, but yeah. So these are some of the cons, or these are some of the things to think about before you decide to pack up your life and come here. Don't follow me. I tell my guys, my friends on TikTok all the time. Like, they keep asking me how to do it. Give me a step one, a tutorial. And I'm like, guys, you don't even understand the level of winging it that's happening right now. Like, I am winging this shit. Like, y'all don't understand. I am winging it. Like, wing. And as I discover stuff, I come on here and I go, hey guys, welcome back to my video. Today I'm going to talk about things that I discovered because I'm winging it. So this is this video. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share if you like this content, and you know, drop some comments. Tell me what you want to see, because as you see, I'm doing what you want to see. Alrighty, bye.